So in today's video, I'll be showing you how RANDBETWEEN and INDIRECT can work together to help create a functional magic 8-ball. So if you don't know what a magic 8-ball is, it's a toy from 1946. Let me show you what that looks like. So it's this toy, an oversized 8-ball. It's this plastic 8-ball thing. You hold it in your hand. You say something like, hey, should I go to the pool today? And then you shake the ball. And on the opposite side, you'll see something like this. As I see it, yes. Okay, so the ball thinks that yes, you should go to the pool. So what's happening here? Well, it's like this fortune teller toy. All that's really happening, of course, is there's a randomization that occurs. You shake and you get a response from a given set of responses. So let's do that in Excel. When we open up the spreadsheet here, you'll see that I've got a bunch of possible answers here on the right side. And I have a field for the question and a field for the answer, and just an image to set the mood here. So let's observe before we leap into this. We know that the possible answers can be anything from E1 to E20. So that helps us. Knowing that, we just need one formula for this to work. It's in this cell right here. Okay. So we're going to do equals indirect. That's our starting point. And as we know, indirect allows us to specify a direct cell via text here. So I could say, like, for example, E4, close this, and the value that is in E4 goes here. Yes, definitely. But we want more than that. We want it to be random. For it to be random, the best thing we can do is make use of RANDBETWEEN. RANDBETWEEN, we can have it, for example, RANDBETWEEN, just put it here just to show you, go from 1 to 20, right? And we have a value. And then every time we actually press enter, we have a different value. So what we have to do here is first separate the letter from the number so that we can incorporate RANDBETWEEN, right? So just to show you how I would do that, I'm going to put a concat here. Concat just combines two pieces of text together. So in this case, I'm going to combine E and 4 so that we have the exact same output. I'm going to press enter. There you go. It says yes, definitely. So that is exactly the same thing as just putting E4 together. I didn't need a concat for this, but it's just to separate it. Now what we can do is instead of the 4, we select it and we write RANDBETWEEN. Open and close parentheses. Okay, just to make sure we have the right amount. And in between this, I'm going to say a low of 1 and a top of 20. Now, I'm going to press enter. You see how it says ask again later? This works because E1 is the first one and E20 is the last one. And every time you actually press enter here, you're going to get a new result. So ask again later is actually 12 over here. Okay, so we got a 12 when we rolled this. We can press enter again. Cannot predict now, and it got another one. Right? And so this is where you can get a different answer for every question. So to test this, I can just write, will I win the lotto? My reply is no. Okay, it's pretty clear about that. Now, the reason we got a response for that, of course, is because in finishing the entry of this cell value and pressing enter, we triggered a recalculation. And randomized functions rerun every time there's a recalculation. That's why this changes. Now, if I were to delete this, you'll notice we still get an answer. That's weird because I didn't ask anything. So to fix this, we can actually just add an if here. So if the cell B2 is equal to nothing, right? Then we're going to show nothing in our answer field. Otherwise, we're going to show this. So you see, it's empty. Great. We can even put some nonsense like E, then it loads, delete that, nothing. Okay, so that's it. That's a magic 8-ball in Excel. This is really meant to show how useful the indirect function can be, especially when combined with randomization. Hope you enjoyed.